I'm gonna get you caught up on the latest. As we're hearing, there are new stimulus provisions going out on various levels, and about 50% people that are eligible are totally missing out because they don't know and you have to apply. And it's only available for a limited amount of time. Well, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to you. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest here. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, as you know, on the federal level, Congress is working away. I'll let you know in yesterday's video. President Joe Biden, Democrats are saying that they might pass some executive orders and executive actions to get things through. And they want to start off with a response to Roe v. Wade. And we're also hearing wiping out $10,000 of student loan debt. And we're hearing that polls are showing that if they do this, that in the midterm elections, things could actually swing back in favor of Democrats and Joe Biden. Now, we've been hearing for quite some time that Democrats who are in full control of Congress, they're like being able to get something done. It looks like things are going to be swinging in the favor of Republicans, but they're saying that could all change if executive orders and actions start coming out right before these elections. Now, I'll keep you up to date, and as you know, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Joe Manchin, they're discussing right now a reconciliation bill for provisions. But what is included right now, we don't have a whole lot of details. They want to keep it closely tighten between the two, so that way it doesn't explode like we saw last year when they were trying to do that Build Back Better bill. Now, as I mentioned, I'll keep you up to date on that. We'll see when they come out with, and if there's executive orders and checks, child tax credits, any of those provisions, I'll let you know. If you're getting tired waiting for Congress to try to pass something, you're not alone. We're hearing that states, cities, and counties, they're passing their own stimulus packages. In many cases, their own child tax credits, their own stimulus checks, inflation, gas relief checks, and I'm glad you caught up on this because we're hearing they're only available for limited amount of times. And in many cases, you have to apply. Now, first off, we've got Connecticut officials urging eligible families to apply for this child tax rebate, and we're hearing about 50% people that are eligible are totally missing out. Let's dive into the latest. Again, that is the child tax credit in Connecticut. If you're eligible and you haven't yet applied, be sure to do so right after this video so don't miss out. And now I've got a list of different states sending out provisions that you might be eligible for that you need to know about. Link in the description below if you'd like to check this out for yourself. Take a look at guys, stimulus checks, which states are sending out tax rebates for their residents. Now the first one is California, and I'll let you about in this previous video. It says, thanks to the wrangling between Governor Gavin Newsom and state lawmakers, millions of Californians will be receiving an inflation relief checks as high as $1,050. Now I'm gonna go through this. This is a $97 billion budget surplus that's causing this, and they're saying it will go out via direct deposit or debit cards by 2023. So going out this year, now there are 3 different levels to this in which you can receive money. The first is you could receive up to $1,050 if you're a single filer tax. If you're a single filer makes less than $75,000 a year. If you're a couple filing jointly making less than $150,000 a year, you receive $350 per tax filer plus $350 for independents, for a total that you can receive max of $1,050. Now the second level, if you're an individual making between $75,000 and $125,000 a year, or a couple making between $150,000 to $250,000 a year, you receive $250 per taxpayer plus $250 for the dependents, for a total that you could receive of $750. And lastly, the third level, you can receive $600 total, $200 for 3 individuals if you could make between $125,000 to $250,000 as individual, and between $250,000 to $500,000 as a married couple filing jointly. Now, if you make over $250,000 as an individual or you make over $500,000 as a couple filing jointly, you're not eligible to receive this benefit. Now, this is happening in the state of California. Next up, we have Colorado state residents who have filed their 2021 returns by June 30. They're going to be selecting a check for $750 while joint filers will receive $1,000 and $500 tax rebates in Colorado. Next up is Delaware Governor John Carney signed a bill in April approving $300 stimulus checks to residents who have filed their 2020 tax returns. Next up is Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signed a bill in March authorizing rebates to taxpayers who have filed their state returns both for 2020 and 2021. Single taxpayers can receive $250, with half of that household receiving $375, and married couples filing jointly netting $500. Also, Hawaii residents who earned under $100,000 in 2021, they're going to get a $300 tax rebate this year. Individuals who earned more than $100,000 and couples who earned more than $200,000 will receive $100. In Idaho, Governor Brad Leader signed the bill in February giving $75 to each taxpayer and dependent or 12% of their 2020 state income tax return, whichever is greater. Next up is Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb is urging lawmakers to send taxpayers an additional $225 in addition to the $125 payments that have already gone out throughout Indiana automatic taxpayer refund law. Households have real needs right now, and during a period of high inflation from the cash pump to buying groceries, and everyone should benefit from the state's success as they have tons of excess money, their surplus in the state budgets. Maine residents who have filed their 2021 state tax return are eligible for $850 tax return checks. Checks are expected to start arriving in mid-July, so keep an eye out for this coming month. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz plans to include an income tax rebate of $1,000 for individuals earning less than $165,000, for couples earning less than $275,000. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy has backed issuing $100 checks to about 1 million lower-income families. State Senator Edward Dirt has proposed a $500 give-it-back tax credit to families earning less than $250,000. New Mexico, the state is providing $250 rebate checks for individuals who earn up to $75,000 or $500 for married couples with an income up to $150,000. New York Governor Kathy Hochul has proposed a property tax rebate program that benefits about 2.5 million homeowners. According to Bloomberg News, now specific dollar amounts have not yet been disclosed. Virginians will receive one-time checks of $250, with married couples who file together $500. Will there be another federal check? Well, we're going to wait and see. Right now, we know what that Congress is taking into consideration. The White House has it back on the table. Since we've had these high gas prices, they're considering a fourth federal level check to everyone in the nation, a gas stimulus check. Now we will see. I'll keep you up to date with her proposal for monthly recurring checks, one-time payments, quarterly checks. Whatever infos, I'll make sure you know here on the channel.